Hi everyone. So today's topic is OTC market. How OTC market works. I'll explain this OTC market in next 10 to 15 minutes max to max. I want your attention, full attention in this session only because I'll decode exchange market as well as OTC market difference, but in this session we'll only focus on OTC market, how OTC market works. So let's start discussing about OTC market. See, OTC stands for over the counter, over the counter, right? So counter it means table, guys. Counter it means table. So on table, let's say here is one party and here is again another party. A party it means buyer or you can say seller. All right, if both, let's say, agreed to exchange anything means anything, so that becomes your over the counter, because in between the party, table is in between both the parties like buyer and seller. So on this table they can exchange goods and services, they can exchange commodities, they can exchange stocks, bonds, or any other securities. So that becomes your actually OTC market. All right, so let's talk about how market looks like. I have prepared some the presentation so that I'll walk you through few examples so that you can relate. All right, so let's see now how OTC market looks like. If we talk about OTC, you can understand OTC market in a way. OTC market, it means trade anywhere. So you can trade anywhere. Anywhere means anywhere. Let's take the other examples. What is this? This is a fish market, right? Fish market that you can see your nearby your location, nearby your resident. So that market also comes under your OTC. Correct? If I talk about car or any means anything that you want to exchange, let's say if you have your phone and if you want to sell this out your phone to someone and that buyer is somewhere nearby your resident or home, and if you execute this deal, this become your OTC market deal. All right, so if we talk about this person, let's say want to buy a car and this person want to sell a car, so again they can execute anywhere, maybe in the office of this guy or anywhere means anywhere. All right, so that deal you can also call it as OTC market. If we talk about again vegetable market, you can see the vegetable sellers anywhere, right? Anywhere means anywhere. Even peddlers like they roam around and sell the vegetables to the common people, and when common people buy it, so that becomes again your OTC market. And if you see this one, if we execute some deals, anywhere means anywhere, guys. There is no centralized place. There is no place where you can actually meet and execute. So basically you can meet anywhere. There is no certain place. You can meet anywhere and execute deals. So that becomes your OTC market, over the counter. Now let's talk about in a capital market term, how that OTC market works at a very ground level. If we talk about OTC market, first understand this, how exchange market work. See, in exchange market, we have NSE. NSE, it means National Stock Exchange. We have a BSE, Bombay Stock Exchange. NSE and BSE, they are like vegetable market. They are like vegetable market. So here basically the seller of vegetables come together and they sell vegetables to the common people. So same way, stock market brokers, then the businessmen, entrepreneurs, investors or companies, common investors, everyone they come under this particular roof and buy and sell the securities, different securities. It can be government securities, private securities, means all different types of securities that they can exchange. All right, and how you can exchange securities? Of course, without broker, you cannot execute securities. The reason is you need a broking, means trading accounts, so where you can send the order to the market exchange and buy and sell the securities from marketplace directly, and that securities it will transfer in your demat account. So this is how basically your exchange market work. Exchange market work. All right, but the point here is, see, every company can't afford listing charges. Can't afford listing charges, and this listing charges comes with cost, guys. Every year company will have to pay certain amounts to the BSE or NSE. Apart from that, hundreds of other regulatory reports will come into picture, right? Then everything, if you see how companies will bear the lots of expenses and all, so basically that lead to the extra cost. So it means common the small businesses, you can say, or the businesses who are facing or which are facing any legal issues or regulatory issues, they won't be able to list their stocks on different exchanges. But the point is, whether you list your business or if you don't, in both the cases, what you need? Capital. And if you need capital, then what are the other options if you are not able to list your business on certain stock exchanges? In that case, as a company, if you are looking for a funds, then what you can do, if you don't have this option, means listing option, let's say you don't have it, or exchange, you can say, all right, because we have two types of market. One is exchange, another one is OTC market, correct? See, first I told you, if you are not able to list your business on a stock exchange, then how you can raise your funds? Then as a businessman, you can always look for a broker, or maybe you can directly sell out securities to your nearby persons, or maybe you can promote your company funding requirement and sell it out securities directly to the investors, maybe through demat account or maybe through physical forms. So it depends. So now if we talk about, let's say, company, so how company follow it, I'll tell you. So company appoint one broker, and broker will help, means prime brokers will help companies to manage their buy and sell of securities. All right, so they appoint brokers. So broker means broker's internal platform, basically broker list securities on broker's internal platform, and that securities, it will available for buy and sell. The investors like us who participates, means they open the accounts with brokers, designated brokers, and through brokers they'll directly buy securities from the company. So company will sell the securities, broker will only help to execute the trades in the broker's accounting system. So that becomes your OTC market. In OTC market, if you see, there won't be role of exchange. If we talk about this exchange market, in exchange market you would see clearing agent. So clearing agent would be basically sponsor bodies of stock exchange. But in OTC market, this one is OTC market. In OTC market, companies directly appoint brokers, and brokers directly sell securities to the direct investors, and investors, they buy securities from directly companies. Even if let's say investors who want to sell securities, they can send the request to the brokers, and broker will again go in market and search the buyer of those securities in market. So this is how actually a OTC market works. So in a OTC market, there are two options. One, company can directly sell securities to the investor, right? Company means this guy can directly sell securities to the investors, because this one is company owner, correct, and this one is investor. This is one way. Or else, if this owner don't want to, let's say, invest his or her time to managing securities and all, then they can directly appoint a broker, and broker will help this person to raise funding to complete projects. All right, this one is under construction project, or maybe let's say project it under progress. So here, so if any businesses, if they need a money, they basically list securities on a stock exchange. But what if you are not able to list your securities on a stock exchange, then what could be the best options here? Then you can still raise money through selling equities, bonds, or your financial instruments in the market through open market route. It's an open market route. It means openly you can go and directly meet investors and sell your securities in person. So that becomes your OTC market. That becomes your OTC market. OTC, it means over the counter market. And if you compare OTC market with the exchange, see here you can see designated marketplaces, centralized marketplace, you can directly means buy and sell the securities from the stock market, and stock market manage the buy and sell data. But in OTC market, company can manage the data, means buy and sell request, or directly broker can also manage it. And broker, of course, broker, nobody offers services free of cost. So broker will charge huge cost to the company, but that cost will be lesser if you compare with the stock exchanges cost. I hope now you got the idea about what is OTC market. All right. So let's talk about now how exchange market works. So in exchange, what you can do, if you can open your account, all right, in exchange market, what you can do, you can open your demat account, you can open trading account with, let's say, broker. Demat account you can open with NSDL and CDSL, right? Why you want to do this? Because this one is, let's say, businessman, and businessman need a funding. A businessman need a funding, then businessman will list securities. Let's say TechMat, which is a company name. This businessman is running this show, and this TechMat listed on both the market exchange, listed on this one, listed on again this one. So if you list your stocks, then your stocks will available in market. In market, it means on NSE and BSE, and through broker basically you can directly access your securities, right? You can directly access your securities, means your securities, or any investors can directly access securities, your securities basically, and they can send the buy and sell request. So that becomes your listed securities. And here, without a broker account, you cannot access NSE or BSE market. You need a broker account in between, so where you can sell the securities to the any other counterparts, or you can send the request to the marketplace or order to the marketplace for a buy and sell. So this is how you can see the difference. If any company want to list their securities on a stock exchange, that they can, but here two things are very important. See, appointment of broker, regulatory approvals, fees, cost, deposit, bank appointment, that all becomes necessary, and that will lead to the cost, huge cost. But if we talk about OTC market, if your business is small, if you don't have extra cost to spend on all of those transactions, then you can avoid it. You can directly raise money from the investors. See, both the marketplaces, they have their different pros and cons from investor perspective and from even, let's say, company perspective. If we talk about investor perspective, this listing market is a good one. The reason is, so you can see liquidity, high liquidity. So it means you can easily buy and sell, right? And the risk also, it would be low. The reason is you can see more supply and demand of securities. The price will go up and down. So you can easily, quickly sell, quickly buy. So quickly you can, execute trades. On other hand, if we talk about OTC market, it is a very difficult to quickly find a buyer of your securities. So it means even if you have a profit of crores of profit in your account, it is difficult to find out a buyer of your assets or securities in the market. So that is, you can see, again, it's a drawback. All right. So every market, as I said, every coins will have different positive and negative sides. But we'll have in detail session on those areas as well, benefits or advantage, disadvantage, pros and cons, that I'll definitely record in detailed discussion on those areas also. But yes, so I hope means through this small session you would have got about how OTC market and how your exchange market works. Actually, both the markets, how it works. All right. So this is just again process for listing market. When you list it, how market exactly works in actual system. But I don't want to discuss about this. We'll have a definitely dedicated session on this part. All right, clearing agent's role come into picture, then settlement happened, right? This is for a listing of securities basically. In listed or exchange, in exchange market, this process take place. And in OTC market, directly we can transfer securities to the demat account. Directly means directly. All right. So this is the flow basically of exchange, but we'll have a separate session on exchange, how we actually settle securities or place securities or trade securities in exchange market. We'll have another session about it. This was dedicatedly for OTC market only. So I need your feedback. I need your comment. See, without comment or like, my channel will not grow, and it is in your hand. If you want content like this, more and more content like this, I would request you, if you can, ensure 1000 likes and comments to this video, then I'll definitely have a series of sessions on different topics. I'll assure you now, I'll record hundreds of sessions for you guys like this. All right, I just need your like and subscribe and share with others. So thank you very much for watching this. We'll see you in next session. Thank you.